No, I just want the wheel, really. At some point. It's all right. We'll get there. Here we go. It's time for a spin. Let's do this. This gives you the odds of 35 to 1. But you can also play a split with green 0. You can play a split between green 0 and 1. Looks like this. It will be happening in a minute. Don't worry. You just got to press the right. There it is. Look at that. That is an amazing thing. You can split it between green 0 and 2, and you can split it between green 0 and 3. Now, you can also play a street on green 0. A friend of mine, it is, of course, the website, www.liveroulette.com, which this evening is one step ahead of me. It's great. Okay, so if you're not registered with us, you'll be clicking right here. Chips that could be yours. Get yourself registered, get yourself playing. There's our website address. There's our telephone number. Don't forget, call to that number costing just 10 pence a minute from your BT landlines. Yeah, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. I think I've got a little bit of a cold coming on. Great. Always the way, isn't it? As soon as the weather starts to get cold, Claira gets a cold. Cold, cold. It works. That means snotty nose, kind of red, swollen eyes. You know, when your nose gets all really sore and dry, all of that stuff. Look beautiful. Beautiful. Or not. Time to run to the chemist, methinks, and grab a whole bag of stuff. Right, now it's time for a spin. Here it comes. Tables closed. Bring on the wheel, please. Anytime tomorrow. Oh, here we go. Who's there? Dogs dang. That's nice. With 8. 80 for Noy Knights, A Lotta Auto there with 10, 72 for Villa, Nazan there with 9, 8 for Fireblade, whatever your name is with 108. I'm just going to call you Enski. 144 for Baden. A little story here about an angry woman driver who is seeking compensation after the police said she looked like a man. Sorry. But there have been times in my life, I don't know about you folks, where, you know, I've seen people and their sex is questionable. You don't know whether they're a man or a woman. It says here, short-haired Pauline, who's 59, was caught speeding and admitted it in a letter to police. She expected a £60 fine and 3 penalty points for doing 52 miles an hour in a 40-mile-an-hour zone. Hold on a second, that's a bit speedy, isn't it? But officers who looked at the speed camera photo were convinced the driver was a man. That's all right. If I was Pauline, I would have kept my mouth shut and said, "Oh yeah, somebody. It was. I don't know who it was then. It wasn't me, because I'm a woman. It was a man, right? So you can't give me the points. You can't give me the fine. Use it to your advantage." But no, she's going to sue them. She wants compensation because they said she looked like a man. Love, if you look like a man, you look like a man. They were just being honest, all right? There's not a lot else they can do. Right now it is time for a spin. Stay exactly where you are. Spinning the wheel for you, and it is happening after this. Tables closed. Bring on the wheel, please. Wheel. In your third column, 24 is, of course, a high number. It's an even number, and 24 black is located in the TR section of your wheel. That's your result. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let's check out the winners list. Woody there with 18. He looks more like Paul, according to the police. Yeah, apparently the police wrote to Pauline's partner, Roy Watkins, who owns the car, to confirm who was driving. A letter to him read the copy of the photograph. It appears that the driver was a male. Maybe she's having an affair. Did you think about that? Maybe she's having an affair and it was her other man driving the car, but she has to say it's her because she doesn't want her husband to find out that it was the other man. Maybe I'm reading into this a bit too much, but I could be right. Anyway, sorry. Roy, who has been with he's been a supermarket worker with Pauline for 12 years, said, it was definitely her driving. I'm fuming and Pauline is very upset. Any woman would be if they were told they look like a man. I want compensation for the misery and hurt that it has caused. The police say we are working with the couple to resolve this matter. Seriously, after that though, you're going to need some serious counselling. It's probably going to mean you can't go out to work anymore. You could probably never drive a car again either. Never look at yourself in the mirror. What are you looking at? A couple of 100,000 from the police for that? Big mistake. But what happens if she does look like a man? It's terrible. It's time for a spin. Stay where you are. Tables closed. There will be a change of dealer after this spin. He is definitely a man, not a woman that looks like a man. It's Chris. Bring on the wheel, please. Here we go. I hope not, anyway. Blades of fire, away. You know what though, folks? I'm going to be disappearing from your screens. I will be back, but in the meantime, I'm going to leave you in the very capable and very manly hands. I assure you they are the hands of a man. It is, of course, Chris. He's back with you after this.
Thank you. To Claira. I was going to say Carla then. Still can't get it right after 3 years. Claira, thank you. Who I've just been listening to about this business, about this poor woman who looks like a man. Now, you couldn't say that how about this? I was traumatized as a child, I was. Because around the age of 11 or 12, I was walking across a park with my mother's shopping bike, and a couple of girls stopped me and I stopped with them and I started talking to them. They were talking to me, and they said after about 5 minutes, "Are you a boy or a girl?" I was traumatized. I said, "I'm a girl." And then I carried on talking to them and went with them for half an hour. It was good fun. Yes, it's a bit silly, isn't it? I mean, to be offended. This is ridiculous. If you look like a bloke, you look like a bloke. That's the end of it. You look like a bloke. Police was just being honest. Here, you look like a geezer. All right, we're down to 5 seconds before we go for a spin. 3, 2, 1. Tables closed.